beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck. Listen, your heart is beating for me. Even your blood can't wait to escape from you. Keep it authentic. Drink directly from the neck.
Who said there are no shortcuts in
Your
life?
team
I
is
literally
banning.
invented one.
Your
10
team is
years
banning.
of imprisonment.
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banning.
My mission is to protect
Your
lives.
team is banning.
Feed, destroy,
Your team is
and
banned.
conquer.
Hayabusa, Sanjo.
Your team is picking.
A dead patient is a
Your
good
team
patient.
is picking.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
Mighty oaks from little
Your team
acorns
is
grow.
picking.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided
by lantern's light.
Let them play the hero.
Your team
I will be
is
the
picking.
truth this world desperately needs.
Also, for the side of Team New Age, they could flex this Roger into the gold as well. So I think so 420, they're looking at this Roger as a gold lane Roger. But we have to see what they go in as the Yu Zhong's already picked up for the EXP of New Age.
And Alpha Hyper pick for Team 420. I think so. Zushin pick for Team 420 wouldn't make sense since Roger is pretty fast and agile, whereas Zushin does take a lot of time to get her CC down.
That's a good observation, a very good niche observation, as Minotaur is banned out for the side of 420, as we see coming into the second stage of the bans. Team New Age, they've got still quite a bit of options. They can start banning out the gold lane and the EXP now, as they do with the Natan. Let's see what 420 decide to ban out.
If I was 420, I would be banning hypers left and right, but they do ban out something else completely.
Gatot Kacha. I'm surprised they banned out the Gatot, but knowing how well he works with the new items, especially items like the Thunder Belt, I can see him being a threat. Let's see what happens here. As the final ban coming in from the side of Team New Age, they might just ban out another marksman just to give a better lane to this Roger.
Your
Ruby
team
ban.
is
But
picking.
they do ban out the Ruby.
Yeah, one of the
Ruby,
most broken heroes in this patch, I believe, is Ruby, with a very good damage output and sustainability in this patch, and I have seen a lot of bans for Ruby in my gameplays.
And that is true. Ruby is doing pretty well. Now we have to see what 420 decide to pick up here. Will they go for an early EXP or a gold lane here? They're still unsure of where this Roger is going, so they might just pick up EXP as they already see the Yu Zhong. Maybe something like the Paquito would fit in right well in this composition that 420 is putting up.
Mitsitar.
But they go an entire different route with Minsita.
They do need to pick a tank, but I'm not sure if they're going for Carmilla. I don't think so. It's a brilliant idea, but they could. Carmilla does not have
Well, if the Carmilla is... Yeah, that's true. If the Carmilla is picked up, I believe this Roger might have to go into the jungle because it works really well, that pairing. But we have to see, as they do lock in the Carmilla, they still need either a gold lane or a jungler. So we have to see what New Age decide upon.
Engines roaring and ready to go.
And yeah, they picked up for the side of New Age, Irithel into a Belleric Minsita. So if the Irithel is caught in the King's Calling, they might have a tough time. But Hanabi coming in for the side of Team 420. An interesting team lineup coming up from 420 with the two underappreciated picks in the Hanabi and the Minsita, whereas for the side of Team New Age, they go to a more front-to-back composition. Let's see how the game goes. The first game of tonight, Team New Age versus Team 420.
Which lineup do you prefer in this matchup?
Well, this season I've got more Savages and Rogers, so I think I'll go with the side of Team New Age with their draft.
I think so. Team 420 has a more durable lineup, so that could make a huge difference later on into the game. I think so.
Well, let us see what happens this round as we are about to enter the first match of the entire Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. Hope everybody is ready as we jump into the first match.
seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Let's see
Smash them.
what this match brings to us as we see Alpha moving directly to his red buff and the other team going for their blue buff.
So it seems like both teams, both junglers will have a goal lane rotation. And looking at the marksmen in both sides, I think so. Whoever gets the lead first in the goal lane might actually start snowballing, since both teams have a snowball composition.
Currently, both teams playing it very safe. None of the teams invading each other's jungles. A very safe approach by both teams.
And it is actually scary to invade into an alpha, especially if you're a Roger, especially in the early game. It's kind of risky. As Belric is spotted out, bot side, we might have a little bit of a struggle.
The Litho does go to Team 420, which does give them the vision to see rotations in the early game, which is very important for the gold laner.
Yep, we do see Carmilla walking up aggressively. Vexana getting caught off, but gets caught in the Spear of Alpha as Carmilla getting very low, has to pop the flicker. Irisel coming in. But the first blood gets picked up by Alpha as Belric in a bad position, pops the vengeance, but gets taken down by the Roger in the process. Lucian there, but the Vexana's Grasp of Death is able to stop him from advancing. Alpha going in back with the Spear. We do see Carmilla walking up aggressively. Vexana getting caught off, but does survive that. Caught in the Spear of Alpha. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Carmilla getting very low. Has to pop. Oh my god. Gets completely bursted out. Yu Zhong living by first blood, but the minions do get him in the process. As the first
is a sad way to go out. That is the sad way to go out. Indeed, after getting a kill.
Well, he did get the kill, and the kills went over to the minions. So overall, Yu Zhong is still in the lead in that EXP.
Yeah.
But we do see both teams setting up for this first turtle fight. Let's see who begins it.
As it seems, I think so Alpha will have a lot of problem with Zushin, as Alpha is pretty slow when it comes to mobility. So if the backline of Zushin isn't handled before the team fight starts, that would be an issue for the Hyper.
Yup, here we go as the Curse of Blood does come out, as Alpha is able to steal the retribution, but Yu Zhong deep inside. Alpha may be in a tight spot, but the King Calling does come in. Lucian pulls him back in as the Lycan Pound gets the Alpha as Lucian taking that kill, getting a double kill onto the Minotaur as Belric is left to go in the backside. Barely escape, but Yu Zhong is brought low as well. Alpha getting the turtle, but he go as the New Age Blood does come out, leading out in that fight.
The Zushin and Mincetar's party, the Zushin and Mincetar combo
Alpha maybe in a
very well for
tight spot, but the King Calling does come in.
The blue team.
New Age, yep. But in the blue side, we do see that the Spear of Alpha does connect onto Carmilla, taking her down in the process. Roger now having to flee from that blue buff. In the process, he does not even get the blue buff as Alpha is able to secure that. Now we can see the harass coming in from the Belric as well, zoning away the Irithel from her rotation. Overall, a good back and forth for both teams. This is the early game damage that you see from Alpha, but a good micro movement from the side of Team New Age.
This is not looking good for Team 420. I think so Zushin has already started causing problems and will cause more problems in the late game. They do not have anyone to jump into the backline.
Speaking of late game, we do have the Belric using his ult over there. He's pretty vulnerable as the Vengeance is popped up, but the Minotaur pulling in the Yu Zhong, getting him down in the process as Zushin and the rest of Team New Age, they cannot help their poor EXP lane. A good hook from the Minotaur.
Despite all the fights happening, both teams are pretty level right now.
Yep, the second turtle does spawn up, but it seems like this time around, New Age, they have a slight advantage. Carmilla walking into a bush, spots out the Alpha as the rest of Team 420 don't want to leave this turtle uncontested, and Roger has to back off, goes for the Horn Lizard instead. Belric zoning them out, Yu Zhong does spot him out as Roger trying to get into position for the retribution. Will he get it? Yes, he does, as in the back of the we see that Carmilla is able to get out in that fight. The King's Calling does come out, but we do see that Alpha is the first to fall. Roger going in with the Lightning Pounce does get the Belric as well. And in the bot side, the Hanabi does take the tower. A good trade-off, you could say. Turtle, a few kills for a permanent objective on the map.
The only silver lining I see to this game is Hanabi is farming up pretty fast, and that could make a difference. But if Hanabi does get ganked,
as we speak of it,
down,
Hanabi getting pretty low. Will she go down in the process? Yes, Irithel does go down. The caster curse strikes again.
this is not looking good for Team 420. New Age is doing everything correctly at the right now. So,
well, they do have that advantage, that Hanabi in the process, as well as this Belric, especially when the opponent's team has a DPS hero like the Irithel. Late game, we have to see what happens here, as compared to Vexana, Zushin does not scale as much. So let us see how the rest of the fight goes. It seems like New Age, they look to collapse on the mid, waiting to see what 420 does. But we do see Death a little bit more careful, waiting for his Alpha to come around. Meanwhile, in the top bush, we do see that the Carmilla spots out the Belric, forcing a retreat. Turtle is up in 20 seconds, but we do see a gank coming onto the Mincetar. Mincetar forced to go back. Gets a two-man ult, but does not get the King's Calling right at the moment. That good flicker, as the rest of Team 420 come to defend that EXP lane. Alpha, meanwhile, in the process, gets spotted out. Will he get caught off there? He does get into the Yuzhong second skill as well. But the Spirit Alpha connecting onto the Yuzhong. Yuzhong is the first to fall to Vexana as the Burst of Blood connecting into three members. Insane amount of damage coming in onto everyone as the Lycan Pounce does connect. The King's Calling is not enough to keep the Minstar alive, as Roger does pick up that kill. And Squid dumps into the Turtle. This does not seem to be going well for the side of Team 420, as they slightly struggle through that Carmilla.
I think so this will carry on into the late game. They have frontliners, but they have no one to jump into the back line. And Team New Age have enough sustainability to tank it out. Another problem will be, as soon as they have anti-life steal on their team, Alpha will basically be a useless character in the game, since without life steal he loses most of his sustainability too. The only silver lining is if they can somehow combine Mincitar and Alpha's ultimate. That is the only way I see them winning any team fights.
As we speak of Mincitar, Caster Curse again coming up as Yuzhong picks up the kill onto the top side. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we do see that the Belric gets bursted down heavily, jumped by three people. Again, in the team fights, the Hanabi hasn't been much present, so there is that silver lining of the Hanabi, as he does catch a few. The Roger in wolf form going in takes the Hanabi in the process. The Eternal Guard coming in from the Vexana, as the rest of Team New Age trying to collapse onto the tier 2. Alpha sitting there with his mid laner, trying to clear the wave, create some space for the rest of his team to farm.
If I were Team 420, I would be building my old team now, supporting my marksman as the only life support, the only way I can save this game if I were Team 420. But it seems like they are letting Hanabi be ganked continuously and losing that gold lane that he previously had to Roger.
We do see a fight break out in the mid side, but the Belric is able to escape. The Hanabi is starting to come into team fights, so we have to see how well she can play with this combination. Again, the Mincitar Belric combo is pretty strong as the first Lord spawns off the day.
I don't think so. Hanabi coming to the team fights is a choice. It's more of a no other option.
It's a necessity, you know? but she's still free farming in the bot side, so they still have the late game. The high ground defense for the side of Team 420 is pretty strong because you do not want to dive into a Belleric or a Mincetar now, do you? So with this in mind, Roger does begin the Lord as the rest of Team 420 try to skim around the edges, decide whether to jump onto the Yuzhong or frontline against this Lord. The Blood Dragon form is used up. Carmilla getting pretty low in the process, but Alpha is the first to get taken out by the Roger, but gets a double kill. The King Culling is there, takes down the Roger in the process on the Vexana, but the Urkel is also present. Let's see, just a double kill onto the Belric. Vexana is the only one alive right now, but the Lucian's damage is too strong for her and her Eternal Guards to tank.
I honestly think that went better than expected for Team 420, their team fight. I do not know what they were expecting. No one still trying to penetrate the back line. If I were Team 420, I think so. I would use Alpha to penetrate the back line instead of the front line.
Yep, that's pure Alpha. Plus, with the amount of penetration that he has the sustainability, but he has to play it pretty safe now, as there is a Lord probably going to be coming up as Team New Age do begin it. This could be round 2, as they do delay this Lord take. Belleric is trying to support out any potential threats in the process.
Belleric is being nuked out pretty fast compared to what I thought he would be able to.
You're making a mistake as the Yuzhong goes in. Gets taken out by the Alpha. Now the Curse of Blood catching on 2 people, but Lucian picks up that kill. But Roger goes on to the Hanabi. What is the Irika getting very low as the Hanabi does not survive. Hanabi does go down, but so does the Irritel, and in the process, Lucian gets caught up in the Spirit Alpha. That's a turnaround coming in completely 4 for 2 for the side of Team 420, as they turn that immediately into a Lord take.
That means it's our ult making a huge difference, and the Hanabi damage coming in clutch to make sure that both teams are level. If they do get the Lord, but I'm not sure they can still push a lot with this Lord too. They do need to find a way out. They need to outwit the other team.
Any small advantage is an advantage still. And with this Lord, they can start now actually managing their waves. Maybe even if they don't get a few Taurus here and there, they can still get farm, put pressure onto the side of Team New Age. As that Hanabi started to come online, we do see that he is clearing out late pretty fast. And if your Yuzhong makes another mistake like that again, it might turn out pretty bad. As the Roger does get spotted out by the Bellric, the King's Culling does come out, but the Curse of Blood catching on to 4 members. If the Roger goes back in, this might be bad. Bellric first of all, as Roger takes down Alpha. Min starts getting taken down by the Zushin, as Irithel is able to pick up the Vexana. Hanabi running for the kills, as Team New Age completely decimating Team 420. That Carmilla with her Curse of Blood doing quite a bit of work in that team fight.
I think so. This is the end for Team 420. They still have 7 to 10 minutes left. Yes, I think so. This is GG for Team 420. Not much the Hanabi can do.
Yep, that is game number 1 going over to the side of Team New Age.
Victory!
1-0.
marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank fam. Big shout out prank fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank fam. Big shout out prank fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank fam. Big shout out prank fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank fam. Big shout out prank fun. We'll catch you next time.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prank fam. Big shout out prank fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself. This showdown, where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Yep, I think so. We are live as guys. The previous match between New Age Esports and 420 have been decided. 420, due to technical reasons, have resigned from the showdown, and New Age are your game one winners. They will move on to the next bracket as we come into the bands of the second match of the night. The teams are Team FYD and Mizo Legendary. We'll quickly enter the bands as Phobius is taken off.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. This is match 2 of day 1. And yes, we already have the results for match 1. So we move on to match 2 right now as we see the bands that are currently coming in.
Yep, we do have the Zushin band out for the side of Team Mizo, whereas FYD, they do take out the Zask in the second ban. Let's see what is taken off the board from Mizo Legendary. The Hylos is still open, which makes it scary, as FYD do have that first pick and that option to take it up.
Your team
I think the Phobius ban is an interesting ban from Team FYD. Why do you think so? Do you have any idea?
The current stat does favor Phobius. He's become quite better of a EXP laner right now. So he is scary to go up against. He's just a scary hero all in all. He's like the Zask, you know, just been buffed.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, we do have the third bans coming in. The Hayabusa is taken off the board. Do we see the Ling getting banned out as well in the process? No, but it is the Roger.
Yeah, Roger was... Roger and Ilos go out. I mean, Roger was a huge pain in the previous match for the other team, and Ilos one of the most banned heroes in this match.
Yep, an immediate pickup on the Teresda, which has also been like a staple comfort hero that's been picked in the EXP lane for most EXP laners this season.
Let's see what damage. A lot of sustainability to I love this hero.
Yep, especially with the penalty zone, provides good CC. As Team Mizo, they're hovering the Valir. That would actually be a pretty decent pick. We do have the Gato Kata coming in. And fun fact, this was my first hero which I mained when I first started off playing. And it's good to see that he's been buffed as well as he's been viable in tournaments.
All the tanks getting a lot of buff with the new Thunder Belt, I think so. I always love the Thunder Belt on Franco, even though he was never in the meta. Now it's buffed, it's better, and it's back, and I love that.
And it is a Valir pick coming in for the side of Team Mizo, as we do see an interesting off-meta pick in the Bane for the side of FYD. Now, Bane he has to go jungle, that is for sure. He's not going all in, he's not going EXP. So what do you think of the Bane jungle?
Bane does farm pretty well and is with his ulti is pretty nice. Also, a lot of push potential with this pick, I think, and all in all, a very safe pick. I mean, it's an off pick, but it's still a safe pick. I don't think so. It's a huge gamble to pick this hero as a jungler.
Yeah, the Lilia, to round up the draft for FYD in this first phase, and overall FYD presenting a pretty good strong front, whereas Team Mizo, they are taking a few good picks. We do see an early goal in the Clint, again a hero which dominates his lane pretty well, as Minsta is banned out.
Right now, all I see is both teams are doing pretty well in terms of crowd control also. Both teams do need to pick out people who get behind and make a problem for the other heroes, some AD carries, right? I mean, in the previous match, we saw the same problem for Team 420, I believe, and they do not have anyone to go behind the back line and cause problems for the AD carry, and both teams don't have that. I mean, they do have Cutout, but I don't think so he can make that be. He's not an assassin kind of a character. He's more of a tanky player. So both teams.
Well, yeah, that is true. They do not have the dive, and they're also denying that Ling dive potential for the side of Team Mizo. Let's read that. Whereas Team Mizo, they ban out the Diggy, coming in with a Tig Gatot combo, a high control draft coming in for the side of Team Mizo Legendary. And it's good to see Tig coming back in the meta, you know, against all these assassins. He does pretty well. Let's see what Team FYD decide to pick up now. They do take up the Ruby, which is nice, and the Kufra, which does counter the Tig's second skill. But up against the Valir, we have to see how well he does play. As Team Mizo, they were looking for a jungler. They are hovering the Alucard.
Both teams,
so we have to see.
It's going to be a brawl. When it's team fights, I think so. It's going to be front-on brawl. And we're going to see a very long team fight because both teams are very sustainable. None of them going to jump the backline, I think so, from the looks of it. And this is going to be a pretty bloody fight when it comes to Lords and Turtles, I think so.
That is true. Good observation, Gig. This is going to be an all-out brawl coming in from both teams. As we come into the second series of the night, the final series for tonight as well, Team FYD versus Team Mizo Legendary. Game number 1. Everyone get excited for the Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista as we enter this match.
Oh, so many events up right now in MLBB, and did you get any skins this time? The aspirants events are up right now. Did you get any skins from that event or anything?
Well, they are giving out a few good skins. I've just been getting skins I already have. But looking at the drafts, which team do you favor, Gig?
To be honest, I do not know in this match. Both teams look pretty nice. I think so. Team FID has a better push potential, whereas things can turn around pretty fast when there is Pratigril on your team.
That is true. As we do come into the match, both teams starting off with their blue buffs. They might have opposite rotations here, trying to put Prio onto the Clint for the side of Team FYD. We have to watch the early game. Team Mizo do have that Valir, which can cause quite a bit of problem, especially to such frontline heroes like the Kufra and the Bane. They might get Prio on a few objectives.
I'm not sure, but I think Ruby will have a difficult time when it comes to Clint with that huge range. And look at the damage already on Ruby. Beating out.
Yes, that's the problem with range versus melee fighters, but we do see the Kufra also present right there. It might be really stuck up, but the Tyrant Revenge does get cancelled out. Meanwhile, on the top side, we do see that the Teresa gets caught in between two members. The take does push him back, knock him up, as Gatot is in position, just kiting out, waiting for the Alucard to come in, as the flicker is expended. Meanwhile, in the bot side, the King Clint getting very low from the Lilia, Ruby, and
I think
will
he does
Bane
go down.
pick him up? Yep, he does. That was some good play from both teams. Sadly, Team Mizo could not get the kill on the top side. That would have evened out the game. But we do see in the mid side, looking at that damage, look at that flicker coming in from the team. Very clutch at the moment. He is able to get out and recall.
Compared to the gold lane, I think so. It is XP lane and the gold lane. Comparing both lanes, I think so. It is beneficial to and easier to secure kills in the gold lane if you are ganking. So I think so that also played a huge role when it came to the early fights. And as you see,
that is true. The turtle does get set up. Yep, the turtle does get spotted like the Kufa with the challenge. Does touching for one, finishing zone coming onto the outside. Alucard in a very bad position. The turtle going through the beating. As the side of Team FYD putting in the pressure onto the poor little Valier. Out to Valier in the process. Very low. Kufra with the bouncing ball. Yeah, that. Onto the Valier.
Down. I think so. I don't know what he was doing, but he did seem to get stuck in that lane. Maybe a touch issue on his side, but he did seem to walk and like stand for a while in the jungle.
Yep, we do see another gank brewing in the bot side. Now the Clint forced to play a little bit more safe, especially after that early game gank that came out from the Ruby. FYD trying to give this Ruby up. And as you were saying in the first match, Ruby with the damage build does pretty well this season. So we have to see what happens as a brawl is brewing. Jig coming in with a jump. So does the Alucard, but the blast coming in from the Lilia really doing quite a bit to the Blues, doing a lot of damage, takes down the Kufra, the Valier in the process, but Team Mizo losing 3 members, Clint also in danger. He's able to get out as the Gapstata. Trying to catch one, the Bane does get pretty low in the process, Vengeance is pop, but there is no finisher. Lilia barely surviving, but goes after the Gato's first kill. The passive from the Gato, keeping him alive for just a little bit more. Will Clint get kill onto the Ruby? No, he does not. Ruby getting out with the sliver. Valier is in position. But Kufra does come back, creating another zone. Bane is stuck in that bot position, unable to let the tower go, but Clint is also pretty low. A good trade-off coming in as the second turtle spawns in 10 seconds.
Until and unless Tigreal and Valier walk together, I don't think so. This team composition is going to work for Team Mizo Legends. As Tigreal is caught, but he does get away of 3v1 brewing up the top lane. That is like easily ganking and taking all the damage dished out to him.
Yep, this looks pretty bad, especially since the stage is already very low. He might not go back and good forward.
Forward and goes down so easily. As the turtle is being taken, second turtle being taken up by Team FYD again. The game is slightly in the favor of Team FYD. The early game is not the strong suit as they have picked a marksman. The late game does get better, but I am not sure how much better can they do than.
Speaking of marksman, we do have the Kufra with the Tyrant's Revenge, catching one off, but the Tyrant's Rage does not connect. Taking the Kufra as well, something about the central out knock, but still away with the Clint is not able to escape from the damage coming in as Clint is now caught up in a 5-man gank. Not a good position as goes down as well.
That for Team Mizo Legends, not much they could do there. I think so. They do need to help out the marksman more as he is He's going to play the major role, the main lead in the mid to late game, the key to their success.
Yep, but that Kufra really not allowing the Tig to actually support the rest of the team. That bouncing ball just cancelling his second skill is there, and that knock-up really affects the kit coming in from Tigro. As it seems that FYD, they look to try and take the mid, but nope, they changed their decision, and 5 people going top. Alucard not able to farm under his own jungle. Now Alucard and Gato getting caught up in his turret, whereas Tig getting the 2 people in position. Meanwhile, in the top side, Kufra does go down. Lilia able to take down the Alucard, but Clint is able to pick up the double kill onto both the Ruby and the Bane. And in the top side, Ruby also falls under the tower.
Gato doing fairly well compared to the rest of his teammates, say the KTA of 310. And I think so. With that spell of Vengeance, he is being able to tank out a lot of damage that is being taken to him, and that lifesteal making sure he survives the team fights. A brawl, when ensued, does take sustainability to be fought out.
Yup, and Gatot with that could sustain with his passive as well, but the Turtle does get started up by the Bane again. We might see this time Team Mizo trying to contest this, as Lilia and Ruby are there to zone them out. But the Gatot is in position. He's going in pretty aggressively. He does get a 3-man catch, but is unable to fully go on with the commit, as Gatot is there to follow up, gets caught up in 4 members. Penalty zone does catch people in the back. Alucard taking down the Bane, but the Gatos falls in the process. So does the Alucard, a triple kill for the side of Lilia, as Clint lives with just a sliver of HP. A good strike initiation.
Need to play more carefully. They should try to avoid team fights, as they are losing each and every one they get into. They should anchor all their gold towards their gold laners, their marksmen, since they are not being able to deal out the damage necessary to secure kills. The score being 16-7, making it very obvious what their problem is.
More so, it feels like the Kufra causing a lot of problems, especially for Tigreal and the Gatot, as they can't really get their entire skill sets to be used up. But we do see that the Teresla in the blue side does get chunked down a little bit by the Valir and the Tig. It's very low. Penalty zone does come out as the Tyrant's Rage catches the Valir. Lilia able to get that kill as the Tig goes down as well. Clint doing up substantial damage as Alucard is taken down by Lilia. Here comes Bane, and Kufra does charge up the Tyrant's Rage. Will he go on to this? Gatot is there to try and defend the turret, but it seems like Team Mizo, they have to let that turret go.
I think so. High ground defense is their best way to victory. They should not be giving away any more free kills, but they are doing their best.
Yep, we do see that the mid tower does go in. Gatot going in with that storm. Pretty aggressive. Captures 2 people in the backside. Lilia has to pop the black shoes. Bane goes down in the process, but does let the sharks out as Tig catching 3 members. Alucard going back in, doing substantial amount of damage. He's able to take down 2 more members as Kufra is the last to stand. Teresla trying to come back into the fight, but just have to watch the rest of Team FYD fall to the hands of Team Mizo Legendary. There we do see that the Teresla is trying to defend. The Tig ult does come out. The penalty zone onto 3 members. Will he survive this? He does have the sustain for it. Tig is taken down in the process.
Oh God, that was a beautiful piece of play.
Good play by the Teresla. Very good defense, which could have turned out to be crucial, as Team Mizo, they could have taken an entire row of turrets if that Teresla had not been there. Shoyo showing some good gameplay and confidence. But again, yeah, if something like that happens again, I think so Team Mizo, they could actually get an edge.
There was an overcommit. There is a lack of discipline from Team FYD. When they were already winning, their HP was pretty low. They had used up their skills. They should be going back, but they still did not.
We do have an aggressive push forward by the Tig as the Tyrant's Rage connects onto 1. Gatot coming in with his ultimate. Will he get something done over here. Everybody pretty low for the side of Team FID as a 3-man pulse coming in from the Tig does catch more, and the Clint damage does come in. Teresla getting the penalty zone onto the Clint. Gatot is able to pick that up as Clint is finally online, and these team fights are turning in favor for Team Mizo Legendary.
They will get the Lord too if that is Lilia doesn't come up and try to spoil the party for them. No, but Lilia does get caught. Ultimate is popped. That will be enough to get away, but will Gatot be caught by Ruby? I think so, yes. Barely surviving. Ruby also goes down to Alucard. Surprisingly, Alucard jumping in for more, but backs off from Lilia as Lilia walks away free, and I'd say a bit lucky too. The Lord is coming down from the top lane into their inhibitor turret. I think so they can defend this one pretty easily. This one may be a freebie for Team FY.
Well, it is a 10-minute Lord, so that is a pretty good defense for the side of Team FIB. But Team Mizo now, they're starting to scale. They'll try to take more turrets. They have that advantage. But the Supra with the Tyrant's Rage, on the Revenge catching the Clint out, so that's damage born for the side of Team Mizo. But they still try to go back in as a Tig just out barely. Now Gatot caught in a very bad position. Valir and Gatot are taken out. Alucard also taken out by the Lilia in the process. Tig has to recall, try and defend a few more high grounds.
Oh no.
As this turnaround.
Team Mizo with a huge mistake as Clint is caught first in a team fight. That was a big mistake from their side. As Tigrel is going to get caught and does go down. Is this GG, guys? Is this GG? Clint is there, but will he be enough? I am not sure. Dishing out a lot of damage, but will be there?
If you can clear out that minion.
Nope, it is
Does
GG.
survive with the base is 1 HP, and that's GG. Congratulations, Team FID, for winning this first game. As Team Mizo, will they have a comeback in the second?
That was a beautiful game. One mistake cost Team Mizo Legends the whole match.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll catch you next time. Till then.
Welcome everyone to Obscura Showdown Season 3. The stage is set, the teams are ready, and the battle for supremacy begins now. Brace yourself for a relentless showdown where only the fiercest will conquer and reign supreme.
This marks the end of Obscura Showdown Season 2. Big shout out to the Fusion Prime fam. Big shout out to Crank. Fun. We'll
Your team is banning.
Of imprisonment.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is banning.
guided by lantern's light.
Feed, destroy,
Your team is
and
banning.
conquer.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, guys.
Let's
Could
come
happen
back
anytime.
to the draft.
May the blood of my enemies
Your
flow
team
from my
is
spear.
banning.
I see lots of prey.
Your team is picking.
Hello guys,
Alright,
hello
guys.
guys, we are back.
Yep, welcome to Obscura Showdown Season 3, match number 2 between Mizo Legendaries and FYD. I hope everybody is entertained. I hope everybody is engaged. Remember to like and subscribe if you're watching the stream right now.
Your
And
team
also, they might be a little sprinkles. Stay tuned as... Gig, is there something?
It's time to go to the
I heard there was a giveaway, guys. Anyone interested might like
Anyone
to
interested?
stay awake and
Like-
alert for that giveaway.
Yep, so stay tuned as we may have something in store for you. Remember to like and share the stream as we enter Obscura Showdown Season 3, match number 2 between FYD and Mizo Legendary, powered by Vista. And we come quickly back into the drafts as a lot has happened right now. We do see that the bans are almost the same. Actually, they are the same from the first game, as Gatot is picked up, Lilia and Bane being taken up by FYD. But this time the Kufra goes to the side of Mizo.
Yeah, man, can't beat them, join them. Why not?
That's very true. Can't win them. Join them. We do have a mage pickup, it seems.
Contemplating on the Xavier or Vexana, and they do go for the Vexana pick. Team FYD sticking to their heroes, but the new pick, tank pick, since their Kufra was taken away from them, a Minotaur pick might not be as effective as Kufra if the same picks occur.
Yeah, they might change it up a little bit. We do enter the second ban phase, so let's see what they decide to take out. Team FID, they still need to take out a jungle and a goal lane for the side of Team Mizo. So maybe they might take out a Nathan or probably even a carry. You never know. You never know. Or even the Clint. The Clint is doing pretty well.
Your team is
First ban, Hayabusa ban from Team FYD. Still waiting for Team Mizo Legends to ban. What would you ban? I think so. They could ban out other fighters. Something like, yeah, a Ruby. That makes sense.
That does make sense. Last game, you saw that Ruby. It was playing pretty well, so they don't want to go up against that again.
The Terry's lies.
Let's see what FID does.
Still waters run deep.
So I think so. If I were Team Mizo Legends, I would be banning that hero too. But they do go for
still alive.
Yeah, but last game we did see Gato do pretty well, right? You were pointing that out, so I don't think they have any issues with whatever EXP Team FID decide to pick up.
That makes sense.
As two junglers, and Brody banned out.
Also, the Kufra would somehow negate out the picks, so that does make sense. But I am not sure what they are going to pick. Team FID. What do they pick now? They need a marksman that is pretty versatile too and fast too, since Gotot can just jump in to the backline.
Speaking of a marksman that's versatile and fast, they might just take up an EXP laner which is both versatile and fast and marksman in the Eden.
That does fill up a lot of holes in their shields in their matchup. It seems like they're going for a carry against Minotaur.
Against Minotaur, Eden. They do not have the range, but I think so it does make up with the amount of crowd control that Mizo have. Let's see what their last pick does come into. They still have to pick the jungle. Yep, what do you think they'll go for, Gig?
Something like a... Okay, Ling is already banned. Leomord, they are going for an all-out brawl again, it seems.
Wait for no man, nor girl.
Yep, Beatrix is picked up as well as... Yeah, we might see another brawl tonight, folks. Now, Team Mizo Legendary, they are at match point, as if FYD do win this match, they do win this bracket and move on. But we have to see whether or not they can make a comeback.
I think so. We see an opposite pick coming out from both the teams this time, whereas FYD is banking on a late to mid game buff, scaling of their heroes, whereas Team Mizo Legends are trying to finish it out as fast as possible. Reverse, it seems, this time.
Yep, I hope everybody is excited. Everybody's ready for the second match of Obscura Showdown Season 3, powered by Vista, between Mizo Legendaries and FYD.
I see a lot of our viewers have come back. Viewers like Ricky Sherpa, God of Death. Those names I remember.
Legendary people are back as old members, new members coming in and out. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more live action as we enter the land of Dawn. Match points.
Who haven't liked and subscribed to do so. We are currently at 38 likes only, guys. That's pretty low. Guys, come on.
Yep, both teams starting off early from the red side of the buff. Again, they might have opposite rotations. Team FYD will be rotating probably to the goal lane, as Team Mizo, they might go to the EXP. Let's see how this game plays out. So, Gig, which team do you favor more when it comes to compositions?
I think so. Team Mizo Legends have a better composition this time. But I'm not sure. Team FYD also have pretty nice. I mean, it's not as bad as I think so. When it comes to both the teams, but I favor Team Mizo Legends. Team FYD not bad, but yeah, I still favor Team Mizo Legends.
Yep. We are entering quite a brawl.
Both teams playing it safe, but it seems like there is a bit of brawl coming up in the bot lane as a bit of health chunked down for both.
This Rage does catch out the Minotaur.
Lilia does go down. First blood, and the second to go down is another.
The first blood does get picked up by the Leo March.
It seems like another brawl brewing. It does make it out. Kufra very low on health, but does make it out.
Coming in.
Team Mizo Legends, 3 players going back to their base to replenish their HP, as it seems like they are going for a total. Team FID go for a total, a free total. Yes, a free total uncontested.
Yep, that cannot be done. Bane. The jungling speed of the Bane is pretty fast as they quickly melt that turtle down. Team Mizo Legend really looking to set up a gank into the top lane. Their ultimates are not even up for the Kufra at least, so they might have to decide again on whether or not they want to commit onto the Edith. But in the bot side, the Minotaur is babysitting Norman in the Beatrix. But top side, the Edith, pretty low. Gets taken out in the process as the Sharks do come out from the side of the Bane. Everybody pretty low as the Bane could reach them. Will they? Will they not? Lilia is there to back them up as Gups is the first to fall. And I think so that's the only one they can get from the side of Team FYT.
I think so. Bane should have secured more kills, but he did get stuck with Gutout for some reason. But I think so he should have secured more kills there. But nevertheless,
they do go down. The carry does go down to the Beatrix, and the Beatrix does get a quite bit of gold from that tower shield. Again, all around the map. That is true, the Nibiru's passion, but the Kufra getting fought off there.
I think so the bot lane is being pressured a lot, and they need to have for the team. But I think so Bane goes down. Yes, Bane goes down as another carry goes down. Yes, carry does go down too. This was a bad trade-off. I think so. 2 for 1.
Yep,
the bot lane turret also very low on HP as it's only 4 minutes. Vexana is defending the lane, but I'm not sure he will be able to, as the Hyper does come out to help. Will he be able to secure a kill? No, it does take a lot of damage. Look at that Minotaur stun. Beautiful, beautiful stun under the turret. Okay, a missed jump from Kufra. Oh, beautiful ult by Minotaur and goes down carry.
Yep. A full-on brawl coming in for the side of Team FYT and Mizo Legendary.
Whoa! Beautiful ult from Beatrix to secure that kill. Another. Oh my god, this is not looking good for Team Mizo Legends. As Beatrix is stuck, is Beatrix going to go down? It seems like he is going to go down. Can he maneuver himself out of here? But no, he goes down to the carry. I think so. The balance has been brought back from that kill.
Yup, that is interesting as we do see a full-on brawl, as you were saying earlier, Gig. This was intense back-to-back fights over there. Top side, we might see another brawl as the Kufra and the Gathos go straight onto this Edith.
That was fun to watch. Highlight worthy team fights going on at the moment, guys. We love this, don't we? Obscura Showdown. Thank you, Team FSNP for bringing this to us.
Yep, but now Beatrix does so much damage as the Leo mod goes down immediately. That's scaring the rest of Team Mizo back under their towers as Beatrix with the Rena just chunking down the turrets. Kufra may be getting caught off over there. It's pretty low. Minoan Fury does connect into two. A beautiful snap.
Oh, that was a beautiful snipe from Beatrix as the tower goes down and Cat flickers out of there. That is the only thing she could do to at least save her life, because they are still under pressure. Are they going to push the other turrets too? I do not think so they can, since their minions are pretty far away. The mid lane is pushed too. The XP lane out there being soloed by the Edith, and I think so that goes down too. Yes, that goes down too. Mizo Legends being pushed into their own zone right now.
Again, another solo kill in the bot side onto the carry, but looks like the Leo mod might be in a tough spot. He is able to get out in that process. But yeah, Team FYD doing a good job keeping Team Mizo Legends at bay.
Team FYD just outplaying Mizo Legends. Oh, this is not looking good for Team Mizo Legends.
Seems like another turtle goes to the side of Team Mizo. Team FYD. But good night coming in from Norman on the Benedetta.
One word, nasty.
Nasty. Word in. And now to the things that Team FYD are doing to Team Mizo as we see another probable initiation. How the poop from just to figure out.
Kufra almost caught, does flicker out of that. Beautiful flicker, but they are going to get pushed. It seems the top lane is being pressured alone by Edith, and no one seems to care about that.
Edith, some people forget how fast Edith can clear turrets, because she is a marksman at the end of the day. And forgetting that might be crucial as Minotaur. Look at the positioning. He might be caught off. Minoan Fury he does come out with the flicker. But in the process, the Gatot ult is there. Minotaur is the first to fall as Leomord barely surviving. Now Gatot and Kufra caught in two positions. Gatot still tanking quite a bit of damage. Is he able to survive? No, he is not, as Norman with the Nibiru's passion is able to get something. Carry goes down to the Edith flicker, but the flicker might cost Carry's life. Edith's life in the process. Norman misses that shot onto the Leomord, but is able to roll on out the base of Team Mizo Legendary.
Beatrix not made to pay a price for an overcommit in that lane. He was inside the lane with both inhibitor turrets up, but the team not being able to capitalize on that. I think so that is what they have missed. Another jump from, oh my god, another stun on, oh my god, Team FYP just being swiped out, nuked. And Team FYP, is this the game changer, guys? Is this the game changer that we were waiting for?
Wait, this is there, oh my! A good turnaround from the Beatrix combo as Norman lands the Rematch onto the Vexana, turning the entire fight as Carry's the only one surviving for the side of Team Mizo Legendaries. This might be a few inhibitors, maybe. But nope, Kufra is back and FID decide to back off. Carry gets very low from that shot.
Look at the damage from Beatrix. That is a lot of damage coming in from Beatrix. They need to do something about that Beatrix ASAP.
Yep, the Lord is spawned up, the first Lord of the game. Let's see if Team FID decide to go straight to it. It seems like they do, as the Bane is there. Still but is enough to get the job done, as Team Mizo, they're not able to contest this as of late. Yep, the Lord goes to the side of Team Mizo as Lilia able to take down the Leomord. Minotaur falls in the process, so does the Edith. But the Vexana drops, so does the Kufra. The Gatot and...
Oh,
what's the last one?
free walk away this time for carry, as carry does defend the inhibitor alone this time.
The bot tower does fall.
Lumod is
This
there,
might be a knockdown.
Lumod not being able to make a difference, as his health is eaten out earlier. Before he even can make a difference, before his ult is even popped, his health is almost over. So I mean, you need to do something about that backline first.
And yep, now with the Lord crashing down onto the mid side, that plays team up a lead.
Obscura does jump in, but no one to support him as he goes down. Ult is popped. Another. Oh, I think so. The inhibitor turret is going to go down, but they move away from that. And it's GG as Bane finishes it off. No delaying on that half, and I think so. That is GG's for Team Mizo Legends, as Team FYD secure 2 victories to move on to the next round.
Yep, congratulations to both teams, as Team FID do move on to the next bracket of the Showdown.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. That was the last match for today of day one. The first match was forfeited, and the second match that you saw just ended. And thank you guys for coming in, and do like and subscribe if you haven't. And Quentin, do you have anything more to add to that?
Yeah, beautiful games, first few games coming in for the first day of Obscura Showdown Season 3 powered by Vista. Thank you for joining in. Remember to like, share, subscribe the stream, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Same around this time.
Bye-bye.